There's one important thing that you should do while you're traveling to prevent your card from being blocked overseas. Hey, my name is Ethan. I'm a traveler around Southeast Asia, and I share every travel tip that I have on this channel on Unborders. Today, I'm going to talk about how you can prevent your credit card from being blocked while you're traveling. And if you have been in that experience, you know how big of a pain in the butt it is to get that unblocked. As for my experience, that's exactly what happened to me. So I want to share that information for you and how I dealt with that in the easiest way possible. It's great if you viewed this video prior to your travels. This way you can prepare yourself for events like this that could happen. And it may likely happen if you're planning on going on a long-term trip. So it's better to prepare yourself ahead of time. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to share with you five of my big tips for preventing your card being blocked or being stolen or fraud, like part of a fraud scheme. Okay, so let's get started. Number one, have as many credit card backups as you possibly can. That means having credit cards, applying for credit cards and opening up accounts with the major brands, which is Visa, MasterCard, and Amex. For me, I have about 5 credit cards that I travel with, all right, a backup to a backup, and I normally just use one actually. The main one that I use is a no-fee credit card that if you're in Canada, you can actually apply for it. It's called Brim Financial. I'll even link it down below. And it's a 0 foreign transaction fee. I love it because it's linked to an app where I can do everything in real time and see notifications in real time of spending. The beauty of this credit card is you can lock the online payments or foreign payments or anything, or you can literally just shut the card down through the app. Okay, so everything's within my control. And that's what I really love. Also, one thing is that I need to stress this, because when you're traveling through Southeast Asia, a lot of times you'll notice that you'll link your credit cards to apps, right? Like super apps like Grab or Gojek or whatever. And a lot of times these apps actually require a feature that many credit cards don't actually have. And that feature is called 3D Secure, okay? A lot of major banks will offer this. But if you have like smaller cards, I'm not too sure if they do offer this or not. But just try to see if your credit card that you're applying with has that feature. And what that feature is just a 2-factor authentication when you try to link to an app. So once you enter in the app, it'll pop up another screen. It'll ask you a personal security question. You answer that and it'll link, all right? That's a tidbit for you. Number 2, my tip is notify your bank or your credit card company that you are traveling. All right. A lot of people miss this for some reason. I'm not too sure why, but make sure you notify them and let them know when you're going to be gone, because it makes it a lot easier and prevents your card from being blocked. Right. So there are credit card companies out there now that don't require travel advisories ahead of time, and they apparently can track where you are all the time. So then in that case, you're good. But a lot of card companies, like for instance, my credit card company one of them doesn't need the travel advisory for the credit card, but for some reason needs the travel advisory for the bank account, and it's the same bank. So something to know, especially if you're planning on withdrawing money abroad, making sure your debit card, the one that connects to your bank account, your checking or your savings account, is notified. So in case you're in a pinch, you're able to withdraw your money. That's number 2. Number 3, get yourself an RFID wallet. I can't stress this enough. For instance, Bangkok here, it's a crowded city, super crowded. People are near you all the time, all right? What an RFID wallet will do is protect your credit card from being scanned wirelessly from a device that fraudster uses to read the information from your card. Okay, they're able to do this from a distance away from you, and they can read everything. Even if your wallet's in the back of your pocket or in your purse, they will literally steal your information from afar. And what an RFID wallet will have is a sheathing, a security sheathing that will prevent this reader from reading your card. All right, I will link a couple or a few RFID wallets down below, and if you're going out for your travel, I'd really recommend that you buy one and have that stored inside there when you travel. Added protection, okay? Prevention is key to almost everything to prevent yourself from having a bad experience abroad, because believe me, it's painful to get your card unblocked. Painful. Number 4, get yourself a Wise card. If you haven't seen my video yet, I'll link that down below. Get yourself a Wise card. The reason why is because it's a great backup compared to all of these credit cards that can go wrong. And when you're in a pinch, if you have your Wise card set up, you can use that right away, get everything transferred and done within a few seconds. And it's really a great backup, okay? Now, the last point is a point that I want to make sure that everybody knows, because this is something that I found out through my own credit card company, a debit, in order to keep my credit card unblocked while I'm traveling. And that is, make sure once in a while to stick your card in, your PIN and chip card, into the terminal and enter in your PIN when you're purchasing. The reason why they do that, they would want you to do that, is so they can verify that it's you, and they can verify that you're in a different location every time. And that helps your card from being blocked when you're trying to make purchases, especially when you're like me, you just like to do the tap thing and then you're done, right? They say once in a while stick it in so they can verify your location, and that's actually you using that. All right, so that is one of the most important tips that I have for you in this video. That's the key tip, to prevent your card from being blocked. All right, now the second part of this video, I actually wanted to help you prepare yourself in the event that your card gets blocked. Because for me, my personal story was I got blocked when I was in Bali, and what happened was my credit card got I was trying to link to an app, and then it got rejected too many times, and then so my credit card company blocked it. And so the problem I was faced with now is, how do I contact my credit card company, because my SIM card can only dial through data, like it only had a data plan, right? And I also tried to add in a voice plan, but I wasn't able to dial out to to Canada for my credit card company, and that kind of left me in a pickle. And so what I did was I found a way to reach them, and I'm going to share that with you here now. So this will be great for those who are preparing for your travel. Make sure you get this all done ahead of time, so then when you get into that problem, you know what to do right away. Okay. The problem was, how do I dial to my credit card company, right? There is an app that I use, and it's called Talk 360. All right, I'm going to put it on the screen here. Talk 360 is a great app for you just load money into it, and then you can dial out into any country at all. And it's really great. And the fees, the rates are actually really cheap. So I constantly have this app on my phone. I think I've only spent like about 5 or 10 Canadian dollars, and I still have a lot of credit left because that's how cheap the rates are. And I have that as a backup plan for when I can't dial out and I can only use my data to dial. So what it is a voice over IP service where you use your data to dial to a landline, which is really great. All right, that will get you out of the pickle real quick. All right, now I've also found a free alternative for anybody that knows you're just going to be on the phone for a few minutes only, right? But sometimes that's not viable, because call centers, you got to be in the queue for a long time on the phone until you reach a service representative. In that case, you would use Talk 360 app. But if you just need to dial out to your family to tell them to do something for you with a card or whatever, there is a free avenue for that. And if you go to poptalks.com right here, you can dial through your laptop, just from your laptop, from your computer, and for free. And it allows, I've tested it, it allows free calling, but there's a catch, obviously. And they limit you to a certain amount of minutes depending on where you're dialing to. So for Canada, I've found that they allow 5 to 11 minutes of free talking before you pay for the service. All right, but if 5 to 11 minutes is all you need for a message to go through to someone, you know, that's perfect. Now, what I should mention about poptalks.com is that it is only supported on the Chrome and Opera browser. So that means you got to download the Chrome or the Opera browser before you log onto this website and dial right away. When I mean log on, it's you can literally just poptalks.com and you can actually dial right from the homepage. There's no signing up. There's nothing required. You just dial right away, which is, you know, who wants to sign up for something, right? You just dial right away. It's such a great feature. That's all I really wanted to share in this video on how to keep your card unblocked and how to get in contact with your bank, what sort of apps to use to do that. And I hope this video was very helpful for you, as it was, well, for me, my experience. I'm just sharing this out to you and to keep your credit card safe as well as you're traveling, okay? I'll catch you next time. Peace out. Subscribe, like, comment down below. Peace.